Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Snatched, Brisbane's most incredible talk show where we're going to talk about everything happening in the scene in this very state. I'm going to introduce you tonight some amazing, talented guests from our scene. First up, we have an up-close personal interview with Mystique Matthews. Then we're going to be heading outside to join Brisbane's premier special effects artist, the.asphyxia. Then back in here to do a runway with Mystique Matthews and Moose Steakk. All this to come. It's going to be so fun and camp. Stick around and enjoy. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I have probably an iconic, no, I will say an iconic person in the scene. Mystique Matthews, everybody. How are you, honey?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. You look so beautiful.
Oh, thanks. Once in a while.
You wake up like this every day?
Nah.
Some days.
Not really. Some days.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
Other days we kind of look like a hermit.
Totally.
It's okay. Speaking of looking like a hermit, you're drag. I'm kidding.
Where's the exit?
Security. I will say though, what inspired you to get into drag?
I just loved watching kind of the 80s glam rock movement and kind of loved watching people own their sexuality and just the crazy and weird colours that came out of that, and I kind of just wanted to translate that into drag, so here I am. And
is that something drag means to you, you know, taking back your own sexuality?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's nothing sexier than a woman who owns her sexuality.
Absolutely. And that's the message you want to preach to kids as well.
That and just live your life how you want. Life's too short. Who cares? Fuck them all.
Absolutely. I love your attitude. Speaking of attitude, influences. Was there anyone you kind of like drew off or anyone you kind of sucked the life out of coming into the scene that you kind of maybe looked up to?
I loved a queen called Dahlia Dyer. She was doing kind of the pretty goth scene, so that was really inspiring to me. I loved the way she looked and the way she performed, so just seeing that was a real inspiration to me.
She's so beautifully talented. I've had the chance to see her, and if you guys at home haven't had the chance, please go watch a drag show in Brisbane. There are some amazing queens on the scene, and she is one of them, alongside yourself. Speaking of the scene, how is it? How is it behind the scenes for the people that don't know? How are all you girls under the covers, I guess?
Well, the thing I love about drag is we love you to think that we've got like hair, makeup, teams, everything.
Superstar.
It's just us.
Yeah.
So like we're out there getting our gigs, we're our own agents, we're our own makeup, our own hair. It's just all us, and it's just that level. It's an extreme independence, which is very different from, I think, most styles of performing. The only other thing I could think is probably burlesque, where you've really got to learn to sell yourself.
Yeah. It sounds like a really hard job, and being a one-woman show, you probably have a lot of stress behind the scenes. When you're on stage, what's something you expect of an audience member, maybe for someone coming for the first time? I
love big energy. The more a crowd screams, the more likely I am to bring more energy. It's just, I think if an audience just sits there and is quiet, you kind of feel a bit like an idiot sometimes. Yeah. So like, I love big, rowdy, drunk crowds who just kind of just scream at the top of their lungs. It really fires me out.
So punk rock of you.
Totally.
Love a good scream. And I'll say that, punk rock, that's kind of like the thing you do really well. That's kind of been like your go-to. What's kind of some favourite artists that you like to perform, favourite songs?
Well, I'm loving Bon Jovi at the moment. Nice. I just performed Dead or Alive the other week for a Halloween show, which is really fun. I love Pink, Annie Lennox. I love just androgynous rock stars.
You're probably a very unique face in the Brisbane scene, doing punk rock. Do you think that there is much diversity, or do you think it's...
Oh, it couldn't be more diverse if you tried. There's just every single thing under the sun for drag and burlesque and boylesque in Brisbane. I couldn't think of a more diverse scene. It's just, I'm so proud to be a part of it, and I know they always keep me on my toes and making sure I kind of perform to the best I can. Like, there's no shortcuts in Brisbane, unfortunately. You
are amazing, and thank you so much for getting close and personal with me. We're going to bring Mystique back out for a runway, but we're now about to head out to do a makeup tutorial with our asphyxia. We'll see you soon.
See you then.
Hello, my name's Asphyxia. I'm Brisbane's premier intergalactic chameleon. I pride myself on having an eclectic and different drag style, creating intergalactic and out-of-this-world fashion, makeup, hair, all into one little ball of anxiety. Before each day when I'm doing Dragon Night, I try to make sure I've got myself pulled together, got everything organized, got my makeup set out. I do my stretches, I do my practice runs, and really just go with the flow. The only ritual that I have would have to be just having a shot right before the show. It's definitely the only thing that gets me through. Most of my looks vary, so if I'm doing a full body makeup, that can take upwards of like 6 hours, but if I'm just doing a normal look that I've got on today, the makeup will take me about 2.5 to 3 hours and another half an hour to get the body on, get the wig on, make sure I'm ready to sort it to get out the door. Favorite look? Well, I'm good, so I've got a lot. But if I can think of one, I just recently did a shoot with an amazing Gold Coast photographer called Van der Goff, and it was a queen bee look, so I had a honeycomb prosthetic over my face and honey all over my body, and it was just dark, it was spooky, disgusting, but delicious. Okay, so I've just put down a complete purple base, and we're just going to go in with some cream contouring to really deepen it up and make it not look like I'm the purple people eater. So first I will go in with my very, very messy clown white and to really highlight out the places that need to be brought out. And then just with the brushes that I buffed all the purple in, I'm just going to redefine and make the highlights a little less harsh. And then just blend them back out. What I'm going to work on now is really deepening all the deep parts, so all the creases and underneath here to really sink them into my face to make them look like it's actually a part of my face, which is ironic because this is definitely not natural. Okay, so we are up to powder contouring the face. So I'm just going to take a really dense packing brush and infiltrate it with a bunch of purples and blues. Then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush just to really refine some of the detail work with the smaller shadowy areas that I want to add. So I'm now going to go into my nose contour and make that even more dramatic than it is. But just a small little blending brush and go in with the same colors as before. The last step that I usually take is my favorite step, and that's just completely lining the hell out of your face with black liner and just really adding the artistic side. Easy. Now that I've done that, I can do all the final touch steps, add the final details, the lashes, the lips, and then finish getting ready. And this is the finished look. Thank you for joining me today. We got it all together with this alien chic look. Alien from space, whatever you want to call it. Follow me on Instagram at the.asphyxia. That's the.asphyxia. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Snatched Runway, everyone's favorite segment of the show. And tonight I'm going to bring out two of my beautiful friends, my squirrel sisters. First up, let's have Mystique Matthews. DJ, hit the music. T. Give it, mama. How hot is she? Yes. God. Work. Come on, God. Give it like you own it. Work, 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 yes. And the lovely Moose Steakk. Wow. Camp, 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 fish. Is that kimono? Is that Madonna? Is that Madonna? Yeah, wow. I think that's Naomi Smalls. No. I think that was many people from season 8.
Naomi Biggs. Biggie Smalls.
Let's shuffle back down. I need my spotlight.
Yes?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's just shuffle down a bit so we get close and comfortable. But how are you, babies?
I'm very good.
Very good.
I'm glad to have you back, and I'm glad to have you here. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fresh. How are you?
Fresh out the oven. You look like a beautiful little baked, I'll say a puff pastry. A little meringue tart.
With extra stuffing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right up the bum. Anyway, let's talk about these outfits because these are camp. Talk me through this. This is beautiful.
Oh, thanks. A bit of an 80s glam moment.
Of course, very you.
I just altered the jacket a bit and had a bit of fun.
This is fun. And so where would you wear this? Is this like a, you'd wear it on a Friday night or?
Yeah, just to the VWS, grab a bit of cask wine.
Of course. They're probably turned on by it.
Oh, yeah.
You know BWS workers are such pigs for drag queens.
Gotta get that discount.
Of course, favourite drink?
Vodka.
Of course. Standard.
Standard fag.
Standard bottle. Now, tell me about this. This is cute.
Well, speaking of drinks,
Oh.
I picture myself poolside. My children are in daycare. I don't need to think about them.
No, man.
And I'm relaxing in summer with a glass of rum and coke.
Rum and coke.
Yeah, actually make that two. A
Oh.
double fist 'em.
Yep. Tape to the hands.
Yeah.
She's double parked. By the pool.
With someone refilling constantly.
And that's where
Yeah.
people can find you by the poolside?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
obviously in the outhouse, in the dunny.
That's
kind of
right.
fisted
Anywhere
by-
in Fortitude Valley, really.
Of course. Speaking of that, Fortitude Valley, the drag scene, what's your favourite memory together?
Oh, we've had a lot in
Yeah.
the Valley in particular. We celebrated my birthday there last year. Mystique and I got wasted at the bar. It was great fun.
Good.
Most nights we can't remember.
Yeah.
Right?
We're drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
Responsibly drinking.
Please, everyone. 0.05, do not drink and drive. Do not get in the car with someone who is inebriated. Unless it's me and we're going 120 kilometres an hour.
Absolutely.
But I won't brag about my amazing driving skills. Now, I'll say one little more. Let me think. If you could perform one song tomorrow with each other, what would it be?
Can't get you out of my head.
By
Why, 'cause she's a
Kylie Minogue.
nightmare?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like I'm a nightmare.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think the two of us would make a great double act doing the song from the Lizzie McGuire film.
Oh, fuck
I'll
off.
be the fake Italian one with the brown hair.
Well, you can find them on social media at Mystique Matthews and Moose Steakk with an extra K. Thank you so much for coming this week, and we'll all see you next week for some new guests. But for now, we'll have a little dance.
Thank you, guys.
It's getting kind of personal. I know my inhibitions. I